What's up, y'all? I don't know what's going on with this little music thing. There you go. Y'all, I was over here struggling with the little music. I was trying to give y'all a little something to listen to. How are y'all doing tonight? Y'all thought I was gonna forget to go live just because it was Christmas Eve. Listen, I actually love to take holiday time and quietly work. Is that sad? I hope it's not sad because I did a lot of reflecting today too. Did a little bit of shadow work, and then I kind of came across a topic that I thought y'all might want to talk about tonight. Let me know if y'all find this topic interesting. But I just wanted to see how many people are struggling with finding their purpose or feel like you're struggling with finding your purpose. So real quick, I'm gonna check in. Now we're not gonna have a long time tonight because my brain has been working all day, y'all. Like literally all day. And I actually wanted to utilize all of my high yielding energy to get some really, really important things kind of in place. And then that way, I will have time to give y'all a little bit of what I learned about myself today. I think it'll help y'all. What's up, Andrea? Dee Dee, what's good? TMP Customs. Levite Apparel, hey. Latanya, what's good? Tracy G in the building, let's go. Shashara, hey love, hey love. Okay, I see y'all coming in with the me's. Come on in with the me's. It's all right. It's okay. Listen, I'm not going to make any excuses. I mean, I'm not even going to give any negative energy to what we're talking about, but I want you to know that I know it exists. Been there, done that, and it's something that I want you all to know that you're not actually struggling to find your purpose. You're not. Your purpose was already given to you. Your purpose is already within you. Sometimes we forget. Yeah, we let these external forces play on us. These external ideas get to us, and we forget how powerful we are. And I want us to reflect on that tonight, because everything that we ever needed to do absolutely anything that was planted in our mind, because that was a direct download from God, right? We have everything that we need to complete that task. Everything. We were given it. We have it innately. However, sometimes we feel like we need somebody's permission. We need all kind of external forces and resources. And I'm here to tell you that we do not. However, sometimes it feels that way. It feels that way. And that's just because we are pretty much standing in our own way, right? So I want to see what's standing in our way tonight. And I want to just tap in, check in for a little bit. I'm not going to hold y'all long. I know that like we have a lot going on. It's Christmas Day tomorrow. I'll be checking in tomorrow too. I told you I was going to go 30 days straight. I'm not playing with my potential anymore. And I hope you aren't either. So if I know that it can help, and it has absolutely been helping. I don't care if I feel like I'm dolled up and ready to go live, or I feel like I need a nap. And listen, if I can get on here for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, then I've satisfied what I said I was going to do, right? And then I end up staying longer because I realize I have impact. And when I realize I have impact, I realize I'm fulfilling my purpose. And it goes on, right? Same thing with the workouts and anything else that you really want to do in life. Anything that you claim that you want to do in life, once you actually start doing it, you start developing a habit towards improving yourself and being better, becoming the better version of yourself who identifies as the one that you really want the result from, right? So I'm just doing a little reflection today. And what I came across a lot of things, y'all. A lot of things. Some of it I'm not gonna get into the nitty gritty with. I'll just show y'all better than I can tell you as we go on. You all will see some different topics coming up. But I felt like this was just one of those things that we oftentimes start to reflect on our purpose, especially towards the end of the year, especially when it's all this high pressure to get into the new year, new me, all of that stuff, which is fine. I just don't want us to have to wait for any time, opportunity, or permission to become who it is that you seek to become, right? So I asked y'all a question a couple days ago, and I didn't really get my answers. And I wonder if you all had time to think about this, because this is going to connect directly to what your purpose is, right? So we had a few people that did their background, did their homework, and figured out what their freedom looks like, right? So I want to revisit that. And maybe the part of it that I really want to revisit was why it's so hard for us to figure out what that freedom looks like. And I say us because we're in this together. We are a collective unit, y'all. When I say there's no creative love behind, that's truly how I feel. I feel like that about the oneness of everyone, because we all deserve to be our innate creative selves. Yeah, hold on a second. This thing over here is acting a donkey. Un momento, por favor. There we go. All right, I think it's going. Y'all let me know if the internet connection is acting weird. If it's being weird, let me know. And then also, you know what, I didn't do any share stuff. So if you all share, let's say we get 40 shares. We get 40 shares. Then you all can let me know. Maybe some people missed out on some of the deals yesterday, and I may reactivate a couple of those deals tonight if you let me know which ones you're interested in. But I want to, make sure that we get our talk in, because I want to make this quick and to the point. About 10 minutes, y'all. Give me 10 minutes. If y'all get these 40 shares in 10 minutes, then let me know at the end what you want me to unlock. I'll unlock it, but I'm not going to stick around while it's unlocked. It's unlocked. You get it, you get it. So I'll unlock 5 more seats of whatever deal, if you know what the deals were. If not, then I'll go over them briefly. But after this, okay? So I asked you what your ultimate freedom really looks like. And I realized, like, I asked that question, but I didn't prepare you for the question. And I also realized if somebody were to ask me that question, somebody asked me a question. My dad asked me a question, what do I like to do for fun? And really and truly, my answer to that was, I like to make stuff. That was what I said. And he was like, well, Shanon, that's still work. And I didn't understand at the time that my lack of knowing what I actually enjoyed doing is one of the reasons why I could never paint the picture of myself relaxing or having a certain lifestyle that wasn't work. Because for me, work is fun. I'm not going to lie. Like, I actually enjoy what I'm doing. So that is a little bit of a, an issue at times. Okay. But when we're rarely faced with the question of, what it is that we want, we're not prepared to answer that. We're mostly prepared to answer the question of what we don't want. Okay. So, but here's the thing that gets us really wrapped up. If we focus on the things that we don't want, whether we focus on what we do want or we don't want, we create the things. We bring these things to fruition that we think about. So I want y'all to think about this. The more we say, oh, I don't like this job, or I don't want to get up in the morning, or I don't want this, or I don't want that, we start to create more of that in our lives. So if we talk about like the negatives and the struggles and all of the things that really bring us to questioning who we are, why we're here, we end up at the mercy of those thoughts, right? And that's why it's so hard for us to say, well, I'm struggling trying to find my purpose. You're not struggling trying to find your purpose. The actuality is you're making it difficult to find your purpose. And I have to say that because I realized that in my life, um, I didn't have a lot of opportunity for softness. Okay. So, like, well, I will say this, I was a daddy's girl, but my dad was like a strict militant dad. I was raised by a single dad. So, a lot of things that a lot of people got a lot of coddling and soft ways that things were presented as far as problems. I didn't get that. And I think that mostly this is a probably more masculine concept too, is that anytime you're met with an issue, like especially the masculine energy, does not like to just let it vent. Okay. So that's where I get that from. I don't like to just let things vent. If I have a problem and if a problem is being discussed, immediately I'm seeking a solution. Immediately I'm seeking trying to turn that negative into a positive because my mind, my body, my spirit does not like to stay aligned with anything negative for longer than the time that it takes to solve the problem. It literally, physically eats away at me. It will mentally eat away at me. It will emotionally and spiritually like eat away at me. So I don't stay in that negative for longer than I have to. And even when like I remember as a kid, I did not like to watch the news. Even to this day as an adult, I don't like to watch the news because it's usually negative energy and I feel like it's being implanted and it's not serving me. It's not helping me serve, the population that I'm supposed to be serving, right? Because it creates this fear and pandemonium and these negative feelings that, I'm already, working on solving problems in my realm. How am I going to fix the world's problems if I can't fix my own? So I want you all to like be okay. Number one, forgive yourself for any way that you're feeling in any capacity. If you feeling like you haven't done enough or you could have done more, whatever those feelings that you're feeling, give yourself some grace and really say to yourself that I am enough. I'm more than enough, right? I want you to claim and understand that first. So then you can start solving your own problem and being your own solution, being your own hero. Because I promise you, when you realize that you actually have that power, you will start to unlock the answers. Nobody has to give you the answers. Nobody's giving you a multiple choice test, and then you only have these four options of who you can be and how you can be it and how you're going to be happy. You have an infinite selection, and it's really up to you to explore those things but also to commit to finding those things and becoming the person who can really enjoy and have those things. It's a journey. And I want you to fall in love with the journey. I can't tell you that it's easy per se, but I can tell you that you have all of the answers. You do not have to seek the answers. The answers are already there. You already know your purpose. Is are you allowing your excuses to be bigger than your purpose? And I have to say this because I'm getting to the point now where even I have to start accepting that I have the power. I'm not going to allow anybody else to take the credit or the blame in my circumstances. Okay? So I'm just sharing that with you all because when I start to write down these things that I control and that I have the power over, and then relinquish the things that I do not have control over, it just makes me that much more focused and powerful. And then there's something that I want us to go over there. I meant to go over this with y'all the other day. I have these 3 words that I want us to focus on. And let me pull them up real quick. I think y'all are gonna like this. Okay. So, I've talked a little bit about this concept of be, do, have that I learned from one of my mentors, Myron Golden, and I think he got it from, like, I don't know, want to say Dan Kennedy, some other um, business coach mentor in this space. So it's not a new concept. But that's the thing. The things that are truly impactful are timeless. They don't have to be the newest and most cutting edge. These are things that are principles. Principles are things that are going to be true no matter what. Okay? So I came up with this idea for I was seeking my purpose. And really I was like, am I really seeking my purpose? Because I feel like if we already have it, you're not actually seeking it. Seeking it means it was lost somewhere or you don't know where it is. I know exactly where it is. It's inside of me. So I'm awakening my purpose. And maybe that's a better word that we can use. Awakening the purpose is just literally, you know where it is, you know what it is, and you're just exploring it and into greater detail. Okay. So I was like, well, what is it that I really aim to do at its core? And I always tell you that I don't teach you Photoshop, just so that it's a tool that you can brag about. Literally, my goal is just to build your confidence in something, in one thing, right? And I feel like if I can help you build your confidence and your competence, then it puts you on a better path to conquering whatever it is that you want. So then I was like, I need a third word. And the third word that came to me, so I have confidence, competence. And then my third word, I was looking for this whole like alliteration where the words kind of just flow, because I'm like that. I'm like real specific like that. I was like congruence. That's the third word. So confidence is, for me, my definition to you is believing in your genius. First of all, you have to recognize that you have the genius and just believe in it. Just have faith in it. Just the faith in it alone is going to be one of the driving factors that get you to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. But so many times we're questioning our purpose. So we don't have the confidence in it. If we just have the belief in what it is that we're doing and know that we're serving, it's going to take us a long way. Then next is the competence. It's just developing whatever that skill set is that you want to share, whether it be something that you want to teach, something that you want to do, something that that you just want to learn more of. It's developing your competence, your skill level, your skill set in that domain, making it your domain, making your name synonymous with what it is, what purpose that you want to have and how you want to serve. Right? And then finally, congruence is aligning your ideal self and then the actual experiences of who you are. Okay? So get this. So confidence is having confidence. Competence is what you're doing. You're going to do something well enough to be magnificent at it, not just good at it. Right? And then congruence is aligning your ideal self to your actual experience. That's who you're being or becoming. It just came to me so perfect. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. So I want you to tell me, now that we've had this discussion, we got a little clarity on what I feel could help you define your purpose, not find your purpose, but define your purpose. Let's define it tonight. Okay. So then this way, if you wake up in the morning and you're just ready to take all these notes, you have these dreams, you're downloading, you're going to bed with the faith and the energy and the information that you're going to conquer something the next day and the day after and the day after that. So it's going to build, it builds the momentum and it builds that positive experience, right? So that congruence means that when you lay one thing on top of the other, when you lay your ideal self on top of who you are now, does it align? And if it does not align, most times it won't. It'll be something like this. We could be a little off, a little crooked, little, falling off the edge a little bit. It's okay. But that's the whole point. If you can identify this, then your purpose is already there. You just need to define it. Aligning your ideal self with the actual person that you are now. So the actual person that you are now may have to scooch over here a little bit, right? may have to get rid of and empty what you all have already filled yourself up with because it doesn't serve you anymore. Release it, let it go, so that you can become the person right here who is congruent with the ideal self, the ideal identity that you truly want to be and want to have. But guess what? If you don't know who this ideal person is, you don't know what your freedom looks like, you can't be congruent with that goal. So tonight, I'm not going to hold y'all long, like I said, but I want you to define your freedom, what that looks like. And I want to make it simple. I want to make it simple. I want y'all to write this down. I'm going to make it so simple. Like, I'm writing this stuff down too. I'm going to actually do this exercise myself tonight. Okay. So what is that freedom space? In that freedom space, what are you wearing? This is simple. What are you wearing? What do you smell? We're going to get into these senses, okay? What do you smell? Does it smell like the ocean and flowers, or does it smell like home cooked food? Does it smell like smell is like one of those things that will immediately bring you into a space, will immediately take your mind there. It's so easy, like if everything is chaotic around you, to think of something that you can smell and it'll automatically ground you. Okay. But I need you to think of these things. Also, what are you driving? What car are you driving? What does your home look like? Right? Do you have any little ones in the house? Are you an empty nester at this state? Like, whatever it is, this is your ideal life. And I don't want you to give yourself a timeline right now. I don't want you to say, "Oh, this is going to be me in 10 years, 5 years, etc." I want you to claim it as your now. Like, what do you if you could snap your fingers and have exactly the life that you wanted, what would you design? You're an architect. How would you design your life? How? So, what would your home look like? What would your time look like in a day? What would you want to fill your day with? Do you like to watch movies? Do you want to go for hikes? Do you enjoy golfing, or whatever it is that you would just love to do with openly with your time? How does that look? And I'll tell you, one of mine is that I literally only want to work 5 hours a day for, I'll say right now, for 4 days a week. That's 20 hours a week. And I want to actually double my income doing that. So I want to double my income and cut my time down in half that I'm working. And get this, these things will evolve. Once you start learning what it is that you want, you also will simultaneously learn the things that you don't want, or you'll learn the things that you want to evolve into, because you'll be in different places and spaces where you'll be introduced to concepts that you didn't know existed. So please understand that these things will change, they will shift over time, but just start somewhere. Okay. And nothing that we're thinking of is going to include well, I don't want this, or I want to stay away from that. We want to get out of that mode of thinking about the negative or the not, or what we don't want. And we want to focus purely on the things that we want to see, that we want to experience. And we're going to build that from the core. Okay. So also, what does your bank account look like? How much do you just have just sitting in your bank account? How much do you have sitting in stocks, right? If that's your thing, or you have like a whole life insurance, or whatever you borrow money from to invest in other things. What does that look like? Because a lot of times we leave the money out of the equation. We imagine all the other stuff. Let's talk about the money. What does the money look like? How is it sitting? How is it sitting? And hopefully it's sitting pretty, right? And if y'all have any other suggestions, like what else do you think of when you think of designing your life? I'm so sorry, Tampa Barbecue Queens. My deepest condolences to you and the family. I know that that is a hurtful and really tragic situation, especially when I know that everybody's probably together for the holidays. We love you too, love, and I pray that you have peace and solace in this time because I know that you're there for everybody else and you're strong for everybody else and you're usually the positive spirit that's uplifting everybody else. But I hope you take it easy for yourself tonight, okay? And I appreciate you for even tapping in. That says so much about you. It truly does. And yeah, this is truly unfortunate. Truly unfortunate. And but it's also these are the times and the realizations where it gets really difficult sometimes for a lot of people, especially around the holidays. I actually when I get emotional, my coping mechanism is to check on other people, right? So I actually did that earlier today. I checked on a couple people who I felt like, well, I know what's going on in life right now because life is always happening. Life is always happening. And there's this coin, and it's two sides to the coin. And for every negative, if we flip that coin, there's a positive there too. And that's what we have. That we don't have a choice on some of the things that happen to us, but we do have a choice on how we receive that coin. We got a chance to flip it to one side or the other. And one thing that I struggle with, and I'm working on, I don't struggle with it. I'm going to take that back. I don't struggle with it. I'm actively working on and I'm improving how I view and take on what may be considered a negative event. Okay. Yes, life is always life. And it is always life. And the thing about it is most of the time we're caught up in the rapture of something the way it looks on one side that we don't even flip it over to see the positive on the other side. And this is something I had to realize when my dad passed away. And I was really like distraught. My dad, this is 2010, so it's been some time, but it still hurts. Um, my dad is literally my first mentor, best friend, all of that good stuff, first love, all of that good stuff, all of those good things a dad should be. And when he left, I realized when I was processing my feelings that I was being extremely selfish because the part of me that was really longing for him to be here was really asking for him to continue to struggle or continue to be in pain. And then I realized that my longing for him to be here was my selfishness and not me releasing him so that he could feel good about where I am, right? So I think there's a part of this whole life and thing where if we can take those events and the sooner, and I'm not saying it's going to be immediate, and I'm not saying it's not going to hurt. Like I'm literally fighting back tears now just thinking about the hurt and the pain. However, there's something so powerful when we can take that pain and turn it to power. When we can take those things that give us anxiety and make us sick to our stomachs or, make our minds flip and our heads hurt, when we can take those things and view the opposite side of that very same coin, and we can turn that anxiety into anticipation. We can turn that negative into a positive. We are literally alchemists. We are literally like magicians because we can take something of our mind and make it come to real life, make it come to fruition. We are the only beings that can truly, really do that, right? Because we are creators. We've been gifted, not just given, but gifted that. So That's why I say I want to challenge you to take what it is that you want and design it, make it fully. Don't apologize. Don't be realistic. Don't cut down your goals because you might say this out loud and somebody may not believe you. If you say that in your bank account you got $2 million sitting pretty right now, and that's the freedom that you are designing, hey, who's to tell you that's silly? The only person, the only person that can stop you right now, the only person who can limit you right now is you, period. And then we give people permission, right? We have to accept limitations. We have to give people permission to give us those limitations. So your thing now is that you can realize that your power is you don't have to give permission for limitations anywhere for anyone. And then you don't have to be apologetic about it either. This is your turn. This is your time to literally design your life, sit it in front of you, and accept it. The same way some people may accept limitations, you accept that this is your ideal life and that this is what you are going to work towards, because it's not just going to drop down in your lap. Or if it does, let me know, because I want to know what that formula was to make that happen. Right? I want you to look at that thing and say, okay, if this is what I want to wear, this is what I want to be smelling every day. This is the sounds that I want to hear. That's the other thing, sounds. So I want to hear waves crashing, not just printers going in the background. I want to hear some waves crashing. Like, I love water. Water just does something to me anytime I'm near it, right? So I want to design my life to be around water. I want to design my life to be around sunshine, even though I really don't like the heat, but I love what the sun does for me and to me. Don't quit, Tampa Barbecue Queens. I was just talking about that when I went on today. Like, I was doing shadow work today. Like, I was totally engulfed in my feelings. Y'all see, I'm looking like, I don't know if y'all can see, but I've been crying today. I've been healing today. I've been praying and meditating today. I even did a little bit of work today. I wasn't supposed to, but I did a little bit of work today. But I want you all to know it's part of the process, and you got to fall in love with it. Either that or you fall victim to everything else. Fall in love with the process and just know it's just a little bit of work. Like I said, today, I told myself if I got on here for 5 minutes, I'm not going to let my people down. I'm going to come on here for 5 minutes. And already I've been on here 37 minutes, right? Give yourself the grace. If you need it, take it. But just recognize what you need and what you're giving when you're giving yourself like an excuse to not be great, right? I'm not allowing myself to have any more excuses not to be great. And that's it. I mean, it's a choice. I definitely want to feel that way about working out. So in my head, and y'all, this is literally the same type of stuff that I'm doing to design everything that I want. The design the type of health that I want to have, to design the type of body that I want to have, to design the type of atmosphere that I want to be surrounded by, to design the type of people that I want to be surrounded by. I'm literally designing the people who I'm around. Put that on your list. Who do you want around you? My daddy used to say, if you have 9 broke friends, you're guaranteed to be the 10th. Who do you want around you? I literally said this year that I wanted to make sure that I was fortified. I was fortified by millionaires around me, because if I hang around millionaires, I'm bound to be the next. Almost everyone that I brought in front of you all are millionaires, or at least high earning 6-figure entrepreneurs. And they may not, brag about it or tell you, exactly, but every last one that I brought on this show for you all have been of that caliber. And if I wasn't intentional about that being my purpose this year, so that I could be around people that can show me that something exists and I can be of service to these people. Like, I'm not just sitting here absorbing, trying to take from anybody. I have literally served my way to being in a position to receive. And I don't know if you all hear that, but I feel like that's the reason why I'm blessed in this capacity, because of service. So I want you all to think of that. Who are the people? Who are the 9 people that you want around you so that you can be the 10th? And here's the thing too, it's great that you're growing. It's amazing that you're growing. But when you're the person that knows the most, when you're the person that's the greatest source of energy, when you're the person that everybody else plugs into and you have no one else to plug into, you are not in a circle, you are in a cage. You are literally trapped. You must get out of that circle, push past your zone of comfort, because that comfort, that's actually really, that's got to be one of the most uncomfortable positions to be in. To be the smartest and the best in your space and you can't grow because everybody's plugged into you. You move, everybody else loses power. Come on, Tampa Barbecue Queens. Go ahead and claim your inner circle spot. It's only going to be one of them because I'm not losing. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. And the reason why I'm not giving up, y'all, I could say it's because of this, because I don't want to give away a 25K mentorship to my inner circle. But that's not my motivation. My motivation has been that I don't want to let my community down. I don't want to let my tribe down. I don't want to say I'm going to do something and not do it. I want to be held accountable. I want people to see that it's really not that hard, that I can be uncomfortable, I can put myself out there, and I can get results. Y'all did 12K yesterday in 3 hours. If I had had the confidence, like I said, confidence, competence, and congruence, right? If I had had the confidence like I was supposed to have earlier this month, I could have been doing that this whole time. And there's no doubt that I would have easily met my 7-figure goal by the end of this year. We still have time. We still have 6 more days to make this goal. But it would have been an easy shoe-in because I would have known that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. Instead, I doubted myself. So the confidence was not there. And when the confidence isn't there, y'all, let me just get real direct right now. When the confidence isn't there, we start to self-sabotage. Okay? So this is why it's important that confidence is nothing more than faith and anticipation of what it is that you actually want, being what you're actually going to get. Just the faith alone. So that confidence is fortified by your competence. Am I working on the skill? I'm working on the skill. Why am I doubting myself? Then it comes back. It's not anybody else's fault but mine. It's my fault. If I accept the fault, then I can do something to change and get the results that I want. Who do I need to become now? What actions do I need to take to be the person, to become the person that is congruent with the goals that I say that I want to have? The person that already has all of this already exists. I'm literally, I don't even need to figure out the how. I just need to figure out who I need to be, right? And it's going to line up. So for me, I'm going to tell y'all some of the things that I'm going to do to become this person who is congruent with the identity of my ideal self for this freedom solution that I have right now. Okay? So I think I told y'all some of these, but I'm going to go over them again. This actually helps me. I hope that it helps you. One thing that I'm going to do, and I have been doing this more often than not, I'm working on it too, is wake up earlier. Okay. So I don't know if I'm going to do the 5 a.m. thing, but sometimes I do when I wake up at 5 a.m., the energy is so pure that it's almost like I feel like I'm sneaking and having like this creative energy that nobody else knows about. So that is one of my goals. Okay. So you got your 5 a.m. wake up. First thing, open my eyes. I say, I am. My next word is grateful. Okay. So this is a little cheat code. If when you wake up, you're supposed to do your gratitude and your affirmations. If you say, I am grateful, that's a combo right there. That is, I am is an affirmation. Grateful is showing gratitude. Immediately, you start off in the best mental way that you possibly can, showing gratitude and affirmation. Okay. So I say I'm grateful, and then I figure out it. Even if I'm a little groggy that day, and I just feel like, what do I want to be grateful for? Fix it. What are you grateful for? It could be the wind on your face, the air conditioner that you're sitting in right now, or the heat that you have access to when it's negative 10 degrees outside. Whatever it is, figure it out. Be the solution. You are the solution. You are your own hero. Okay. And then, of course, some stretching, meditation, and sometimes breath work. And y'all can look up breath work and breath detoxing. I'm gonna see if I can bring somebody on that can actually demonstrate a lot of this stuff too, because I will tell you what I'm doing, but I'm not purporting to be like a guru of all of these things. I'm literally just showing you things that I'm learning to be the best version of me, and how I want this best version of me to align with the things that I say that I want. Okay. And I'm actually gonna break down a couple of things with y'all tonight that are just real personal, but I want y'all to know that I get it and I'm not perfect, and I am very human. Okay. And I have some things that I'm working on too. But I feel like if I can be vulnerable with you all, then you can be realistic with yourselves. And realistic means going for your goals, not for your limitations. Okay. So I'm gonna let it go, and I want you all to know that that's a part of my process of being transparent. So now y'all can hold me accountable. Okay. All right. So the other thing is movement. So put movement in there somewhere. Movement could be like actually going to the gym and working out, doing some type of, like, it could be dancing, yoga, something. So some movement. And then I want to immediately like get into making sure that I get 5 hours of block time of work done. 5 hours. So in my head, that 5 hours looks like pretty much what, six? Because, well, as if I get up at 5. So I'll say 6. So what, 6 to 11? If I can get 5 hours in from 6 to 11 of just blocked out, I don't answer my phone, I don't look at an email. Or I do my best not to do that anyway, y'all. I am good at one thing, and that's pretty much ignoring distractions. I've learned that over time, but that's what I want y'all to do too. Get to where you are distractionless, okay, for 5 hours straight. And especially if it can be the first thing that you do in a day. And I understand we all have responsibilities, and sometimes those responsibilities break up what time, but give yourself a solid 5 hours. And then everything else from there is, hey, I want to make sure that I'm eating well. And then it was something else that I wanted to add to it. Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure that I get my sunlight, because I told you I have not been getting my sunlight like I'm supposed to. Plus, it's been cold, so it's really difficult to convince yourself to go outside when it's cold. All right. And then that's pretty simple, right? Those are just some of the things. Now, I also have a goal of making sure that not only am I helping other people work on their stuff, because that's what I really have a passion for doing this, but I have to put that energy into myself. Okay, so the same way that I love seeing y'all success and celebrating that, and I help others build their businesses and scale their stuff, I have to put the same energy into myself, which I want to know how many of us struggle with that. How many of us like can easily like organize somebody else's stuff, figure out what they need to do, be a support system, great. But when it comes to doing your own stuff, you find the excuses, you're tired, you need a nap now, you put it something on the to-do list to the next day's to-do list, and that happens for the entire year. So that is me. I am her. However, nope, that is not me anymore. That was my old identity that I'm shedding. So I want y'all to take this identity of this person who doesn't do the things that are required to have the new identity. Shed that person. You love that person. That person served you for quite some time, but now in order to have and to do the things that you want to have and do in this new position in life, you need to become this fresh, new, empty vessel that can receive the things that you really want and that you are telling the universe right now. It's on your list. This is the freedom that you've designed. Okay. So now I'm walking more in that purpose. That person, when I wake up in the morning, those 5 hours are for me. Those 5 hours are for developing what I need to do. And I'm going to let y'all know how this goes. But if I work on me for 5 hours a day, I can't help but to be the better version of myself. And then after that 5 hours of the day, if somebody else needs something, if an email needs me or an emergency comes up, like, yeah, I can shift my 5 hours, but an emergency usually is not even your emergency. It's somebody else's emergency, right? So then that's for somebody else's emergency to come in. If it's not my emergency, it does not interrupt my 5 hours. I'm not being selfish. I am self-preserving. I'm giving myself the best outcome to be able to be there for somebody else's emergency. And I'm not feeling guilty about it. Okay. So I want you all to take these same things that I'm learning and really start using this to fulfill your purpose. Now, if you're still not quite understanding what your purpose is, then we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Okay. We'll do a little mapping. Well, we'll figure out what is it? Lord. Ikigama, I believe. I have to figure it out. I think it's an ikigama. It's like the circles where you're basically looking at your passion, purpose, and your proficiency, right? And then we'll use that to define what it is that you can be doing that you love to do, that doesn't feel like work, because you'll learn and you will progress in that space without dragging your feet, and you're good at it, proficiency, and that's where you're going to make your profit. That's where God is going to provide the provision. Like, you're not going to have to worry about how it gets done or how you get the resources for it, because you're in this space. The provision is there. It's already inside of you. You just pull it out. You just create from your creativity. You're going to create the resources that you need to fulfill your purpose. It's that simple. I promise y'all, anytime we got really, really stuck in something, what pulled us out? It wasn't somebody else saving us. It wasn't like somebody else throwing $50,000 or $5,000 or even a $300 light bill when we were trying not to get those light bills. And that's one thing my dad would say also. He would say, well, try. What happens if you try to pay the light bill? Right? And there's such thing as trying. You find a way to do it. And what do you do with your creativity? So that's your gift. That's your superpower. And if your purpose is revolving around your creativity and how you can serve others, then you're already in there. And we all don't have to be artistic with creativity. Some people's creativity is in numbers, how they can put numbers together in Excel sheets, and some people's creativity is how they can put words together. It's literally, what do you do to pull something from your mind into fruition. That's it. What do you enjoy doing that with? So I want y'all to think on that. I don't know if y'all got your shares in. Let me check for a second and see. Let me see. How many did I tell y'all to get? 40 shares? Did y'all get 40 shares? Let's see. Oh, y'all got 47. Okay. All right. So y'all got 47 shares. That means that if you all know what you can request, I'll go ahead and make these things available. Hold on. I had shut down the website. I didn't think I was going to get y'all 40 shares. I'm just playing. I know y'all get what y'all want when y'all want it. That's what's so funny. Every time it's something that you truly want, y'all find a way to get it. Okay. So let's see. Products. All right. I'm going to run down for you what is on the Academy. And I'm only going to change the price for the stuff that you say you want. So it's like your Christmas list. If you missed yesterday, I was fulfilling everybody's Christmas list. I even gave you a second opportunity to share some more and get more seats unlocked. So I'm giving you that opportunity tonight because you didn't have to be here, but here you are. Let me share the screen. Present, share screen. And I'll share a specific tab with you. There it is. Okay, so what I did was I opened up 5 seats where each of these things were pretty much 50% off. The funnel on the Shopify is already 50% off, so that's staying as is. The Automizer we did for $200. That was one that was highly sought after, sold out really quick. The in-person mastermind, where basically we do from like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We are here at the shop. Well, I'll say 8 p.m., but then y'all usually stay around and ask me questions and kick the bubble with me for another hour. So that's why I say from 9 to 9. We do Photoshop printing. You're going to do 13 by 19 sublimation, all over sublimation, socks, license plates. You're also going to do some screen printing and some advanced printing techniques with DTF and one other thing, the silicone transfers. So like the 3D transfers that you can put on hats and polos and that sort of thing. So that is an in-person workshop that's here at the shop, and that will be January 28th. That one I marked down 50%. So just let me know in the chat what it is that you want. And let's see. Oh, the No Fear Shopify challenge. That one is a 5-day challenge, and from beginning to the end of the 5 days, you will have a bona fide Shopify store ready to go. So that one, all the seats for that one sold out. And then the Inner Circle, instead of 25,000, I'm doing it for 12,500. And then if you need to do a payment plan, then it ends up being, I think, 8 payments of 1,900. So that ends up being around about, I think it ends up being around 15,000 if you do the payments versus 12,500 if you do it one time. So, and then I still need you to fill out the application, and then I have to make sure it's a good fit, because if it's not a good fit, then I'll tell you now that I will refund with all love and great wishes for your prosperity in the future, but it has to be a good fit. You have to be coachable and also like want to take that investment and do the work that it takes to get that 6 figures a year. So my goal is you make an investment. Normally it's a 25K and I help you get to 6 figures. But this one is a steal of a deal because you'll be able to get in for 12,500 and you'll still get all of the same access that everyone else Inner Circle gets. Okay. Let's see here. I think we did. I'm trying to remember what we did yesterday. I had the OG Innate Academy membership available, and then instead of 197, I did the $97. So I took $100 off of the Platinum VIP, which gives you the business side to the Craft to Quit, plus also you get all the Photoshop courses. All right, so y'all let me know what it is that you want, and I will activate that. Actually, the jigs are still, I think they're still marked down. I believe they are. And the buddy was marked down $100. Okay, so Tracy, you want me to activate the $60 membership? Got you, got you. All right. Oh, oh, that was, and yep, it's up there. The jigs are up there. So I am activating the $60 membership. So when you go to change your membership, let me go ahead and activate it right now. Let's see. I don't know why that song. I don't even know what song that is and why it's stuck in my head. Okay, let's go ahead and make that open and visible. There you go. It is active. It's ready to go. And I'll give y'all like one more minute to tell me what you want, what you really, really want, because I am going to shut it down. You got it? Awesome. Yes, and y'all don't share to our Facebook page because that's not going to count as a share. So honestly, if it got shared to our Facebook page and you had to take off those shares, just let me know. Okay, so Tasha says you missed it. Okay, I'll go over it one more again. So basically everything that's here on the Academy at the top, we did 50% off, but I'm only going to take it off if it's what you want. Okay, so I also did one that was $497, and it was $497 for the whole year of the Craft to Quit program, plus the Photoshop templates, plus you didn't even have to wait to unlock them. You unlocked a year and a half worth of Photoshop templates on day 0. And then you also got the Automizer with that. Like all of this for under $500. You got the Automizer with that, and you got the split templates, the 24-inch, the 8.5-inch, and the 13-inch split templates for the all-overs. That came with that bundle, and it was $497. And you lock in that price for the lifetime of, now I don't have that one up here, but let me know if anybody's interested in that one. Then I can make that one available. But I think that's it. Uh-oh. All right, Erica says she's gonna start calling folks out next time. The buddy, Tasha, the buddy is on innatelab.com, and it's marked down $100 right now because I forgot to turn it off yesterday. Like literally when I got off this live, y'all, I got off the whole computer, like everything electronic, I just shut it down and just, called it a night. So it's actually still activated, the sale on the buddy and the jigs. So the jigs are marked down $30 and the buddy is marked down $100. Okay. Oh, yeah. Did y'all buy all the buddies? If you don't see them on the site, let me check and see what let me check and see what y'all did. Hold on. Because there was only a certain number. Hold on, y'all. Let me check and see. Uh, and let me zoom in a little bit. No, the buddy's still on there. Just type in the word buddy. Oh, you have to go to innatelab.com. So, like here, if you scroll down, it says here's where you can get the ink's on sale too. The ink is on sale. I think the ink is on sale 40% off. There's ink, paper, graduation stoles are on sale like 50% off. So if you go here where it says click for the wholesale buy-in, blanks and supplies, that will take you to the Innate Lab website. Boom, it'll take you here. And then all you have to do is type in buddy, and you'll see that the buddy and the jigs show up. There it is. And this one is supposed to be $5.99. Right now it's $4.99. So I'll keep it like that for the remainder of the night. And then if you didn't get your Christmas gifts for yourself by tonight, then I don't know what to tell you. All right. So that's it, loves. I'll check and see if there's anything else. It's just for tonight. I'm gonna chime in with y'all tomorrow, and I'll tell you what, we'll figure out something different to do for tomorrow because I'm not gonna do all these different offers. Like I had 10 offers because my challenge this year was to make more offers. So I literally gave y'all 10 offers. I let y'all make up the Christmas list. Y'all told me what y'all wanted. Like, hey, I want the OG pricing for the VIP membership. Oh, I want to do an in-person workshop. I haven't opened up an in-person workshop since last March. Or since this March. Yeah, the jigs are on sale now too. They're marked down $30. I think they were 200. Now they're 170 or something like that for the full set. Okay, so they are marked down as well. So I literally gave y'all the reins to make your own deals. I let y'all design the deals. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing on out for tonight. I will check on y'all tomorrow. Okay. And the gray and black ink is only the sets, Janetta. So you have to get the set, I believe. So make sure, because the whole idea is to make sure that it keeps up with all of the different sets. The Epson 15,000, yes, you can use the T502 is what the bottles look like. So it's the Eco Tank bottles, and they flip right upside down and go into 15,000. Yay, Alicia. Oh, and the buddies and the jigs, y'all, because we have the holiday, normally it takes 2 weeks to ship them out, but because of the holiday, it's going to take 3 weeks. So I'm just letting y'all know right now, we're going to get them out as soon as we can, but we actually have to like manufacture them, okay? That's why I get in trouble every time I put the buddies on sale, just to let y'all know. I get in big trouble. I get lots of eye rolls and attitude, okay? All right, all right. So I hope that we had some good vibes and good energy tonight. Tampa barbecue queens, I really am completely and wholeheartedly sorry for your loss tonight, but I see you are hanging in there doing what you got to do. If you haven't gone live for today, I think you still have another hour or two where you can make it happen and use this time and energy to get the support from others. Y'all don't know this, but I do this. I do this for service and for you all, but I do it for me too. A lot of times I don't feel like it, but when I get on here and I get with you all, I start to realize that I'm in alignment with my purpose, and it feels good and it makes me feel better than if I were not to do it at all. Okay. So keep doing what you're doing to stay on track with your purpose, and you cannot fail. You cannot fail. Okay. That's one thing I do feel comfortable saying can't with. You cannot fail. You're doing the thing. And it's not even trying. You are doing it. Okay. Ooh, all right, Tracy G. I hope you're staying warm over there. There you go at 11:45. Even if you just stay on 1 minute, baby, you got it. You got it. Let's go. Let's go. You got this. Go live, baby. Go live. All right. So listen, hope y'all have a wonderful night tonight. I know you will. I'll claim it for you if you don't believe it. Matter of fact, you can borrow my belief in you all because I know for a fact you can and you will do what it takes to have your success. I feel it. And if you don't feel it quite yet, just borrow my belief until it becomes your own, okay? I really, truly do. I love y'all. I appreciate you dearly. And until next time, sometime tomorrow. Merry Christmas, my loves. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. All of that good stuff. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay. I don't, whatever holidays you all celebrate, I hope that you are really enjoying your time, your purpose, your family. And I hope that it's really infusing into you why you're doing this and what you're doing it for, okay? All right. Love y'all. Appreciate you dearly. And until next time, bye. Peace. I learned that this is peace, not this. Well, this is peace. All right. Good night, y'all. I'm being goofy. I learned too much today. That's my problem. Good night. Love y'all for real.